the U.S. Navy has been testing its latest defense systems as tensions between America and North Korea remain high. Reports this morning suggested the U.S. was launching a covert spy unit into the secret of state to spy on dictator Kim Jong-un's nuclear program. It comes as the tubby tyrant vowed to strike first in a nuclear attack if the U.S. continues its hostile policy towards the country. Video footage reveals the USS Jackson testing its latest defense systems designed to prevent any attacks on Trump's fleet of ships. The C-RAM missile was used against an enemy drone in the exercise. In the clip, several rockets blasting from the ship and tracking down its target before obliterating it in mid-air. The drone was simulating an anti-ship missile as part of a Combat System Ship Qualification Trials (CSSQT) event to demonstrate the self-defense capability of the ship. The missile is a small, lightweight homing device that can track enemy attacks. President Trump has sent a fleet of U.S. warships towards North Korea alongside South Korean allies in a bid to counteract any aggression from North Korea. But his actions have riled Russia, which has said the U.S. is threatening war with Putin's state should it look to attack Kim Jong-un's country. South Korea voters are heading to the polls today, and their aggressive neighbors in the north are sticking their oars in. Kim Jong-un's mouthpiece newspaper has called on those voting in the south to vote for Moon Jae-in. Progressive Moon says he wants to work for peace, economic cooperation and mutual prosperity with the north. Since 2008, the Conservative Party, now called Liberty Korea Party, has been in power, and close ties with the U.S. have stoked tensions with the North. North Korea's Rodong Sinmun newspaper called on voters yesterday to vote for Moon. It said, "We as the same race should gather our strength to open a new era of independent reunification. To do so, the puppet conservative group's move to remain in power should be definitely crushed." Earlier in the campaign, news agency KCNA also released a thinly veiled attempt to influence the South Korean voters. Each party and each class in South Korea must clearly recognize the main culprit of the destruction of peace is the United States, it said. They must rise together to engage in a battle to defend the peace. Politicians who ignore the dangers of war to the people can never receive the people's support. The South Korean election is being watched closely by allies and neighbors at a time of high tension and fears of war. The North has accelerated its development of weapons since it conducted its fourth nuclear test in January last year. Pyongyang carried out a fifth test in September and is believed to be ready for another. It has also launched vile threats against the U.S., such as promising to reduce it to ashes. U.S. President Donald Trump has vowed to stop North Korea developing a nuclear missile that can hit the United States. The U.S. State Department said Washington looked forward to continuing close, constructive, deep cooperation with South Korea's new president,